It's about 8 p.m. I just went through my first ayahuasca ceremony. The effects were not very big for me. I took it 4 times. I took 4 doses. Normally you need 2, maybe 3. I took 4, and I got very few effects. I think I didn't. I don't know. I wasn't in the right state of mind. I guess I was resisting it too much. I was asking to be let in, and really, what you need to do is apparently what you do in meditation, where you just try to not think basically, and just avoid thoughts and just let everything go. And I did get some weird effects just after I'd taken it for the 4th time. I smoked this mapacho cigar, which is just pure organic tobacco, and that stuff is quite potent. Just as I was handed it, actually the assistant, or person that was one of the people who was working there, handed it to me, and her eyes just started to look golden, like they were a gold, really intense, quite bright color. And I wondered, like, she didn't have golden eyes a few minutes ago, right? And it looked so real that I was really wondering if I simply hadn't noticed it before. And so I asked the person who is my neighbor, who's called Alex. He's an old guy. He looks a bit like he's a really nice guy. He looks like an older version of Johnny Hallyday, which is a French singer. He looks quite a lot like him. He's got the same blue eyes. So I asked him, I said, Alex, did Carol have golden eyes, or is it just me? And so then I thought, okay, something weird is starting to happen. So I lit up this cigar and I lied down, and I don't know how to smoke, so I was coughing up quite a lot. And after a while, I just very, very quickly, I just started feeling really good. As you tend to feel really good when you just taken a dose. You don't get the nausea right away, and I kind of managed to enjoy the moment there. And I was just lying there looking at the ceiling and looking at the smoke, and this blue smoke was coming out of the mapacho cigar. And it was the most beautiful smoke I've ever seen. It was amazing. It was like this 3D smoke that I don't know. It was just really, really weird, and it was so pleasant at that point. It was such a good feeling, and it was so beautiful seeing this smoke change into weird figures just for a few moments. It felt so good that I started laughing because I was just really happy. It felt really, really good. And but that lasted only a few moments. Every time I got into the experience and started thinking, oh, this is amazing, and starting being conscious about what was going on, then the effects would go away. So I tried to get back in. Sometimes I managed maybe once or twice to get back in, but every time I'd have the same problem, And so I had a lot of difficulty getting into the experience. Actually, a lot of other people did. I don't know, this ceremony, they said apparently there was a lot of people that had a lot of trouble getting into it and letting themselves go. And some other people had described something quite similar to me in how hard it was to get in there, and for the reasons why they didn't manage to get in. And it was just essentially just thinking too much instead of just really letting yourself go. And it's about abandoning control, and I thought you had to keep your intentions and ask for things, and I was doing that and it didn't work. And so it looks like I'm going there again tomorrow. There's another ceremony tomorrow. I'm gonna change my bus back to Guanajuato, and I'm gonna go back tomorrow for another one, and we'll see how it goes. Now, the ayahuasca itself, the brew, this brown brew, just thinking about it makes me feel all weird. I mean, it is horrible. It's probably the most horrible thing I've ever had in my life. And yet the first time I took it, I'd heard a lot about this being disgusting. The first time I took it, I thought, well, you know, this isn't as bad as I've heard. You know, these guys are pussies, and I had no problem drinking it. The second time was a lot harder. The third time as well was even harder, and the fourth time really demanded a very, very strong, conscious effort. I don't know if I didn't put enough like respect or something into the first times I took it. They say you have to put into the potion what you want to get out of it. Maybe I just didn't put the right things in there. I don't know, but it was yeah, it's extremely disgusting. Now, the nausea and stuff was really not that strong for me. Maybe, you know, that's also why I didn't get the effects so much. I don't know. The nausea was not that strong, and I didn't go to the bathroom. Like, I just peed. That's it. Nothing else happened. You know, some other people went to the bathroom like 10 times. Some people threw up. There was this girl who started crying and throwing up after about 10 minutes. I mean, and she was shaking and stuff. Now, it normally takes 45 minutes for this thing to make effect, so I was like, what the hell? Now, it was her 6th time. Maybe that makes her more sensitive to it. Maybe she knows how to get into it more easily. I don't know. But, overall, it was a good experience. I feel a little bit more peaceful somehow. I'm still not quite there, that's for sure, but it was interesting, and it was interesting to see that I could have those weird effects where you look at somebody and they've suddenly got these golden bright eyes. I mean, that is just so weird, and it didn't look like an hallucination or anything. It just looked like she had just really literally just changed right there. For this smoke effect, yeah, it was amazing. It was really beautiful, that blue smoke. And I noticed that the smoke that was coming out of me, that I was puffing out, was not blue and beautiful like that. It was kind of grey and not very interesting. And so, but when I looked at the other smoke, it was just yeah, it was this blue color. It was weird. So yeah, that's it for now.